Namaste students. Welcome back to 8th English class. Today we are going to learn a poem Making Life Worthwhile written by George Eliot. Actually her name is Mary Ann Evans, but she is known by her pen name George Eliot. She was an American novelist, poet, journalist, translator and one of the leading writers of Victorian era. She wrote 7 novels. Here, the prescribed poem, Making Life Worthwhile, poet talks about how to make our life worthwhile. Worthwhile means valuable. Making Life Worthwhile by George Eliot. Before going to the poem, here some pictures are given. Observe the pictures and say the moral values. Can you say the moral values? Seeing this picture, see first picture. What the boy is doing? Can you say? Yes, a boy feeding a puppy. It is moral value. Second picture, a young girl consoles her sister by giving her advice. See, what is the third picture? A boy taking his friend for an outing in a wheelchair. The last picture you see, a boy helping an old man to cross the road. See, this is the affection, compassion, these are the feelings. Here, the poem name is Making Life Worthwhile. Worthwhile means valuable. Let us see what is in the poem. Making Life Worthwhile. Every soul that touches yours, be it the slightest contact, get there from some good, some little grace, one kindly thought, one aspiration yet unfelt, one bit of courage for the darkening sky, one gleam of faith to brave the thickening ills of life, one glimpse of brighter skies to make this life worthwhile, and heaven a surer heritage. Written by George Eliot. Making life worthwhile. What is meant by worthwhile? Worthwhile means valuable. Here, through this poem, poet is describing how we can make our life worthwhile. See, line by line we can see. Every soul that touches yours, be it the slightest contact, get there from some good. Here, poetess is saying we should learn some good things from others. Every soul that touches yours, even every soul touches yours. Those who are coming across with you, or some souls that touches our heart. That is every soul that touches yours. Every person who touches your heart. Be it the slightest contact. It may be also the slightest contact. You are come across a person. Maybe it is the slight contact. You should learn some good things from them. That is the first 3 lines explains. We should learn the good from every soul that touches our heart. It may also be the slightest contact. Every soul that touches yours, be it the slightest contact, get there from some good. You have to learn some good things from the person who touches your heart. Are you clear? Some little grace, one kindly thought, one aspiration, yet unfelt. What are the qualities given in these lines? Grace, kind thought, aspiration. Some little grace. What is meant by grace? Charm, elegance. Some little grace. What are the qualities you want to learn from others? Some little grace. Grace means charm, elegance. One kindly thought. You want to learn kind thoughts and aspiration. One aspiration. What is meant by aspiration? A hope or ambition of achieving something. That is aspiration. Some good hope or an ambition of achieving a desire. One aspiration yet unfelt. Here some little grace, one kindly thought, one aspiration yet unfelt. Here these two lines you see, one kindly thought, one again the fifth line also one is repeating, and sixth line is also one is repeating. This is a poetic device named repetition. Repetition means it is a literary device that repeats the same words or phrase in nearby lines. That is called repetition. Here one is repeating, so the poetic device is repetition. Some little grace, one kindly thought, one aspiration yet unfelt. Here, through this line, poetess is saying some little charm, one kind thought, a hope or an ambition of achieving desire or a wish you have to acquire from others. Next, one bit of courage for the darkening sky. One bit of courage. We need a bit of courage. Courage means valor, dhairyam. One bit of courage for the darkening sky, because darkening sky here mention our life or darkening world. The world we live around. We have lot of experience. Maybe it is happiness or unhappiness, everything we want to face. So poetess is saying one bit of courage. We need a bit of bravery, courage to step into the darkening, because we are going to step into the darkening world. In and around we have to face lot of problems, difficulties, obstacles, நிறைய தடை கஷ்டங்கள் எல்லாம் நம்ம எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ண போகுது. For that we want to earn a bit of courage. We need a bit of bravery, courage. For what purpose? To step into the darkening world. One gleam of faith to brave the thickening ills of life. Again, poetess is saying we need faith. One gleam of faith. Gleam means shine brightly. One gleam of faith, a faith that shines brightly. Why we need that faith? Everybody should be confident. For everything we want confident. Every time we want to think, we can, like that only we want to think. Here poet also saying one gleam of faith, a faith that shines brightly to face the evils and obstacles of life, to brave the thickening ills of life. Thickening ills of life means evils and obstacles around us. We want to face lives. There are sorrows and happiness, ups and downs, everything is there. We want to face that. For that we need bravery, we need courage, we need faith. Faith that shines brightly to face the evils and obstacles. Obstacles means tadai, obstacles of life. Okay, one glimpse of brighter skies to make this life worthwhile, and heaven a surer heritage. One glimpse of brighter skies. One glimpse means glance, quick look, glance, glimpse. One glimpse of brighter skies, a quick look at the brighter side of the life. Whatever may happen in our life, we will see the brighter side. Likewise, while you are involving with your friends, every time you see their good side, their good things you see, bad things you ignore. Here poetess is saying one glimpse of brighter skies, a quick look at the brighter side of our life will make our life valuable. To make this life worthwhile. Worthwhile means valuable, purposeful. See, if we are seeing the bad side of others, what will happen? We will be irritated, we will get some hate on themselves. For that, we want to see the brighter side, good side. In your friendship also, you can apply this. Whenever your friend is irritating you, you ignore that. You see the good side. What are the help he did for you? What are the consolation he did for you? That only you want to remember. Other side, both are okay, but you want to ignore the bad side. Okay? Here poetess is saying, one glimpse of brighter skies to make this life worthwhile. For making our life valuable, you should look at the brighter side of life. Then surely heaven would be our inherited property. And heaven a surer heritage. This heritage means പരമ്പരയാ കിടക്കുന്നത് മറവ് സ്വത്ത് we can say. And heaven as surer, if you are seeing the brighter side of life, you will get valuable things in your life and you want to see the valuable things in the life, then surely heaven would be our inherited property. You will certainly rewarded. Here the poet talks about how to make our life worthwhile. We should learn good things from others. And we should be confident, hopeful. Then what we want to do? We need a shine of face to face the evil and obstacles of our life. Always we see the brighter side of the life, which will make our life valuable. That is a poem. This is a memoriter. You want to learn, write 3 times this poem. Then you want to write home test and get parents sign. Okay, about the poet. Mary Ann Evans, 1890 to 1880, known by her pen name George Eliot. Mary Ann Evans. Her pen name is George Eliot. She was an American novelist, poet, journalist, translator, and one of the leading writers of Victorian era. She wrote 7 novels. I think making life worthwhile give a good energy for you. Always be confident, be optimistic. Okay, come to glossary. Grace, noun, elegance, charm. Aspiration, noun, a hope or ambition of achieving something, desire, wish. You should have an aspiration always, okay? Courage means bravery, valor. Gleam, shine brightly. Glimpse, glance or quick look. Worthwhile, it is an adjective. Valuable, purposeful. That is the name of our poem, making life worthwhile. Worthwhile means valuable. Heritage, inheritance. Here some comprehension questions are given. What should we learn from every soul? What should we learn? Good things. Okay? Good from every soul. What qualities will help us brave the thickening hills of life? What are the qualities here given? Grace, kind thought, an unfelt aspiration, bit of courage and faith will help to brave the thickening hills of life. Why should we make this life worthwhile? We should make this life worthwhile to have glimpses of brighter skies. What does the poet assure if we make our life worthwhile? Heaven is sure to be our property. If we assure we make our life worthwhile, what we will get? Heaven is sure to be our property. Okay, children? See, fill in the blanks. We should have a dash in life. What it is? Can you say? Yes, aspiration. Second one, a dash is needed for the darkening sky. What should we need for darkening sky? Bit of courage. You should be confident, courageous. Third one must have a dash of brighter skies to make the life worthwhile. Glimpse. Okay. And third one, figure of speech. Already I told repetition. Name itself we can understand repeating something, repetition. Okay. Repetition is a literary device that repeats the same words or phrase a few times to make an idea clearer and more memorable. Here I told one aspiration, one bit of courage, one gleam of faith. That is called figure of speech. It used to emphasize a feeling or idea, create rhythm, bring attention to an idea. It will create a emphasize the poem, rhythmic feeling will be given and bring attention to an idea. Here one example is given. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. This is a poem written by Robert Frost. Here, miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep is given. Okay. Here, pick out the 2 lines of repetition from our poem. Already we told one bit of courage, one gleam of faith. Okay. Okay, children, I think you understood repetition. You find out from the poem also. This is a memorizer. You should learn, write. Notes I will send. You should follow classwork. Thank you, children.